He thought I'd never leave. So I left nothing behind. It all came undone on a Wednesday. Her laptop sat open on the kitchen counter, careless, or maybe just deliberate. Maybe she'd already checked out. The screen was frozen on an email thread with a man named Nate. There was no flirtation, no ambiguity, just cold logistics. Hotel reservations. Coordinated lies. Carefully scripted plans, written in my home, on my Wi-Fi. She was in the shower while I read it. Every word hit like a cold slap. Can't wait to taste you again. I didn't even hear the water stop running. I didn't move. Didn't confront. I just closed the laptop, and in that moment, the version of me she married, the man who gave her a picture-perfect life for Instagram, ceased to exist. We had been together for 8 years. I'd asked her to marry me with trembling hands and the blind optimism of a man in love. We had a vision. A quaint little home with white shutters, midnight drives just for fun, and a dog we said we'd name after my grandfather. At least, I thought it was our vision. But the warning signs came gradually. Skipped dinners. A sudden obsession with the gym. Her phone clutched like it held state secrets. I asked her once, softly, "Is everything okay?" She smiled, too fast, too easy, and blamed stress. That's how lies usually arrive, disguised as calm reassurance. I wanted to trust her. I needed to. Until the email made everything deafeningly clear. So, I shut down my heart and activated a new plan. She said she was going away that weekend, a girls' trip to Miami, 3 nights. I smiled and said, "Have fun." Kissed her cheek. She didn't notice how long I looked at her. That was the last time I ever touched her. 2 hours after she left for the airport, I got to work. The lease came first. My name was on the property, not hers. I contacted a real estate agent and listed the house for a private cash sale. No open houses. No questions. Just a fast deal. Then the finances. Thankfully, I had one account she never knew about. I drained our joint savings, legally my half, and transferred everything into the hidden account. Changed every password. Froze every shared credit card. I hired a moving service under a fake name, paid in cash. They cleared out everything I wanted in under 6 hours. My guitars. My handwritten journals. The heirloom watch from my dad. I didn't touch her closet. I wanted her to come back and feel the emptiness like a slap. Like the air had been vacuumed out. And then I laid the final trap. She posted from a rooftop bar, sunglasses on, holding a margarita, laughing at nothing. "Wish you were here, babe." I smiled. Next time. She didn't know she was already a ghost in my rear view. That night, I sent the final message. No emotion. No anger. Just truth. Screenshots of her emails. Copies of hotel bookings I pulled from our shared cloud drive. A picture of the bedroom, emptied. A copy of the house sale agreement. I'll never see her face as she read it, but I imagine it cracked open. Then I powered off my phone and dropped the SIM card into the ocean. Of course she tried to return. But by the time her Uber pulled into the driveway, the house was gone. Locks changed. My name wiped clean. She called everyone, my sister, my best friend, even my boss. She wept. She begged. Claimed confusion, said it was a mistake. That she'd lost her way. They all gave her the same response. He said not to answer. A week later, she passed one last message through a mutual friend. I didn't think he'd actually leave. Like I was some backup option. Some man who'd stay and play the fool. But betrayal doesn't just wound, it reconstructs you. I'm not the man she cheated on. That man believed in promises and forever. The man I am now believes in freedom. I live on the other side of the country now. Colder city. Sharper suits. I sleep through the night. Sometimes I wonder if she stands in front of that closet, staring into the void I left. If she ever opens that same laptop, retracing the path I let her see. If she regrets mistaking my quiet for weakness. She never expected me to walk. She thought silence meant defeat. But silence was always the strategy. My revenge was never about shouting. It wasn't about demanding answers. It was disappearing so thoroughly that she'd suffocate in the empty space where I used to be. Betrayal holds up a mirror. It doesn't just reveal who they really are, it reveals who you were, and who you have the power to become. Sometimes the strongest move isn't confrontation. It's walking away, while they're still busy lying to someone else.